In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can turn $100 into $10,000 with this proven strategy. Yes, you heard that right, guys. It may sound absolutely impossible. Well, it almost is, but over time, this strategy will work and it will enable you to do that. I'm going to be using 3 simple free indicators in today's video and show you the exact strategy. So without any further ado, sit back, relax, and get ready for the video. Alright guys, welcome back to another video and thank you for joining me once again. As always, I want to say a massive thank you. If you do like this kind of content with different trading strategies on how you can make money in this market and the upcoming bull market, then definitely leave a like on today's video. And of course, I'll make many more of them. So today's video is going to be on Bybit, $100 to $10,000. How on earth are you going to do that? Well, it does require some kind of strategy, of course. You can't just blindly trade from $100 to $10,000 unless you're buying a meme coin at the bottom of the meme coin market and selling at the top. Probably it's not going to happen on average. So I want to use Bybit on today's video. Before we get any further into the video though, guys, scroll down on today's video, and if you haven't already got yourself a Bybit account, go down below and make yourself a Bybit account. It takes just a couple of minutes, name, email, and a few more things like that, and then you're ready to go and trade on pretty much, in my opinion, the best derivatives exchange out there. And derivatives is going to allow you to multiply your money. So because we are only starting with $100, we are going to need some leverage. It's unfortunate, but it's just how it's going to be. We're not able to multiply this $100 to $10,000 without using leverage. So go down here below, and as of right now, we actually do have a free $1,000 airdrop. So you can use this $1,000 airdrop to go ahead and make a long position or a short position on Bitcoin. So I really recommend checking that out and making the most of it. Once you've done that, come over to here, click derivatives, and go on to BTC USDT perpetual, like so. Now this strategy, I'm going to be using 3 different indicators, like I said in the beginning. I'm going to be using the MACD, the RSI, and the simple or smooth moving average. Now, what do these mean exactly? So first of all, let's start with the simple moving average. A simple moving average, SMA, calculates the average of a select range of prices, usually closing prices, by the number of periods in that range. It's an average, pretty simple. A simple moving average is a technical indicator that can aid in determining if an asset price will continue or if it will reverse a bull or bear trend. So it's a good way to tell the overall momentum of the market. Next up, we have MACD. So what is MACD? MACD stands for Moving Average Convergence Divergence, MACD. And it's a trend follow momentum indicator that shows a relationship between the exponential moving averages of EMAs of a security's price. It doesn't have to be a security, of course. It can be a crypto or whatever that may be. The MACD line is calculated by subtracting the 26-period EMA from the 12-period EMA. The result of that calculation is, of course, the MACD line, which I'll talk to you about later in today's video. A 9-day EMA of the MACD line is called the signal line, which is plotted on top of the MACD line, which can function as a trigger for buy or sells, and that will come in very handy very soon. Finally, to round off these indicators, we have the RSI. This stands for Relative Strength Indicator, and once again, this is a momentum indicator. I love momentum indicators. The RSI is displayed as a line oscillator, and it gives you from 0 to 100 on the price graph. 70 and above is considered overbought, and 30 and below is considered oversold. And we'll talk about that later in today's video. So let's go ahead and get these indicators on the graph right here. So let's start with the RSI right here. RSI, let's go here and type MACD right there. And let's go ahead and put the SMA on the chart right here, smooth moving average. Now, one thing I do want to say is trading on Bybit, it can go one of 2 ways. I don't really like, in fact, trading and plotting and charting with the chart on Bybit. Although they are integrated with TradingView, it's definitely not the easiest way to do it. So I would want to come over to a chart like TradingView right here. You can just simply go to tradingview.com and you can get access to free charting. And it's the exact same chart which Bybit use. But for example, you can't really draw a percentage line like so as easy on Bybit as you can on TradingView. So it just makes life a little bit more difficult. So usually I have a large monitor. I have TradingView on one side, Bybit on the other, and it works absolutely perfectly. So let's go ahead and pull everything up on here. So we want SMA, first of all, simple moving average. We would like a MACD. MACD like so, and also we would like a RSI. So let's go and add these to the charts, and there are a couple of things we need to do. So let's go up here to the SMA and click on settings. I would like to first go to inputs and make this 50. So we're going to use the 50 SMA. Go back to style, go on here, click yellow and make this line a little bit thicker, because always thicker is better. That's what I say anyway. So let's go over here to the chart and see what is going on. First of all, we have our SMA, we have our MACD right here with the MACD line, and we have our RSI. This is going to be a super simple strategy, and I want to keep it as basic and easy as possible for you to understand, so you can go ahead and make trades like this. So first of all, how does this formula work? So what we have to do is we want to enter a short position. There's going to be two options that we can enter, a short position or a long position. So for a short position, we want to enter when the price, meaning the chart right here, the price is above the simple moving average. We want a bearish cross on the MACD right here, and then we want to exit when the price has in fact gone oversold, so like this right here. So I'll give you a quick example. It sounds complicated, but it's actually not. So right here we have a cross on the MACD right there. We can see this cross right here. The red line is crossing above the blue line, which is a bearish cross right here. So we can see this price cross happens exactly right here. We then want to go ahead and enter a trade because we're above the 50 SMA. We then want to enter a trade, and we can go ahead and close the trade when we hit a certain dedicated profit target. Now we can go ahead and click a short position right here, and we can click right there to enter the trade. We want to set a stop loss of about 1.5%, and then a take profit, we want to have a risk reward ratio of 3 right there. So we can go ahead and make these trades all day long, and we're going to most likely profit on pretty much most of them. Of course, some of them will lose, but on average with this strategy, it will be more winning than losing. But you can see right here, we would exit our trade right here. Of course, it doesn't take a genius to work out. Hindsight, you can see the price goes even further down right here, and we could have had even more profit. Well, that's why I don't always like to exit on a risk reward ratio trade of 3. Sometimes it's good to exit when we in fact see that the market is being oversold right here. So we can see right here there is a 20 line right there. We can in fact go ahead and exit on this 20 line like so. So we can go ahead and click this horizontal line. We can click 20 right there, and we can exit when we see this 20. We see it bounces off it and breaks down below. So this 20 line right here makes it so we can in fact make way more profit. And I'm going to give you some more examples to really nail this strategy home, so hopefully it can become more effective for you to use. So first of all, right here, we want to enter a long position. We've had a bullish cross, which is the blue line crossing over the red line, a bullish cross right there. And what we can go ahead and do is enter a long position. But in order to do this, the price has to be below the SMA. So if you want to enter a long trade, the price has to be below the SMA. If we want to enter a short trade, the price has to be above the SMA. So for this, the price is below the SMA. We've had a cross. We would go ahead and enter the trade right here. Then when do we sell the trade? Well, we want to sell either at that 3 risk reward ratio trade. So we can go ahead and put that on the chart right now, a long position like so. We want to have a stop loss of about 1.5 like so, and a risk reward ratio trade of 3 like so. So in this case, the risk reward ratio trade actually did better than this selling at when it's overbought. So in this case, we can see that that would have worked out better, but it really depends which strategy you want to use. If you want to use the 3 risk reward ratio trade with a 1.5% stop loss, or you want to sell when it's oversold or overbought. Both have their advantages. First of all, if you're using the 3 risk reward ratio trade, you're going to know every single time where you're going to exit. However, you are going to leave profits out of some trades. It really depends if you're more risk averse or you don't really mind so much risk. So in this case, we had a 4% profitable trade. Let's take a look at the next example. So we have the price up here. We want to enter a short position. The price is above the SMA. We have a bearish cross, the red line coming above the blue line right here. We can then go ahead and enter a short position like so. So for this trade, let's take a look at this one right here. So we can see the price is above the SMA. That would mean we want to make a short position towards the downside. We have in fact had a bearish cross. So the red line has crossed above the blue line. And then we want to go ahead and enter the trade. Now we will exit this trade right when we see the the RSI is in fact oversold right there, going below this 30 level line. You can exit where you want on this. It could be at the 20 line, it could be the 30 line. Again, this all depends on you. I like to try and exit as close to the 20 line as possible, and in this case we saw a 7.24% trade. Now all these trades are actually on the hourly chart, so you can see right here, if I just adjust this to the upside like so, we can actually see that, if I could use a chart correctly, that would be very nice indeed. We can see that all these trades right here are over the span of just 16 days, pretty much 2 weeks. So we've got a 4% trade right here, a 7% trade right there, and a 5% trade right there. Now, if you are using leverage on Bybit, which you can use up to 100x leverage right there, I really wouldn't recommend this. But if you are using leverage on Bybit, these trades can turn very profitable very quickly. For example, if you're using a 10x, this could be 40%, this could be 70%, and this could be 50%. That's nearly 200% profitable trades in just the space of 16 days trading. Now, this strategy does in fact require a more volatile market, and it works much better in a volatile market. If you take a look at the Bitcoin price, as of now, filming this September 2023, it's literally just going sideways, and the strategy doesn't work the best in that market because we do need some volatility, we do need some swings in order to make these profitable trades. Let's take a look at one more example right here. So we can see the price is above the 50 SMA. We want to go ahead and enter a short position. We've had a bearish cross, the red line over the blue line. We enter the trade right here, and then we want to exit when we are in fact oversold. So we exit down here exactly like so, and again a 5.4 profitable trade. On a 10x I'll be 50%, 54%. On a 20x I could be over 110% on the profit for that trade. So it's an absolutely amazing trade. I really do hope you've enjoyed this video, guys, and I hope this trading strategy will be very useful going into the bull market in 2024, 2025, maybe even a slither of 2026. And again, you can get that $1,000 trade down below for Bybit right there. If you were wanting to go ahead and do that, you can go ahead and get that $1,000 free airdrop trade for a long or a short position. Why not go ahead and try this strategy out today? And of course, all the links will be down below for everything else. Thanks so much for watching today's video, guys. I'll catch you in the next one.